The seating capacity is 65,000 at Ford Field, and we are right around that number today. A good crowd on hand and seemingly ready to go in the Motor City. Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. First carry for Josh Jacobs. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. These two teams, they met in Lambeau earlier in the season with the Packers winning that ball game. So if they can win again here in Detroit, they'd pull off the season sweep. Second and 7. Throwing. Love. This complete to the tight end, Tucker Kraft. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down. Love looking to throw it. He'll swing that out wide to Jacobs. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that will bring up second down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that, because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 35. A nice pickup of 10 means that this drive will stay on track. To throw now. Here's Love. Now this thrown deep for Kraft. And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it. You talk about this Lions defense. They were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
They held them to just 13 points in the game. And truthfully, you can't expect them to play much better than that. That's excellent defense.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. Short throw, he's got Kraft. It's going to be a nice pickup, but he also takes a pretty good lift at the end of that one. They will throw again here with Jordan Love. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Christian Watson with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Packers will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers.
Makes the score Packers 7, Lions nothing. Brandon McManus set to kick off.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. No run back here for Raymond. This will be a touchback.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
off, and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10. Right at the 30. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's caught. It's Sam Laporta. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Goff now looks to throw. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. 14 yards that time for number 14.
Every guy that plays this game has plenty of people around him that are concerned for his health and well-being. He had no regard for his body on that catch at all, did he?
Middle of the field, diving to grab it? No, he didn't. Wright's got it. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down.
First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Counterplay, here's Gibbs. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Big Kenny Clark that time pushing upfield to make the tackle for loss. He'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Now Goff. Throw left side, caught by Laporta. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Sam Laporta, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Lions respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7.
Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one. But now playing here on Thursday night, do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Jacobs going to try the middle, and he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. These two teams all tied after one. The Packers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 3rd down and less than a yard. Here's Love. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Love. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only 1st down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on 2nd down.
And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
The Packers on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 4. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. He's got his target. That's complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 23. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Love now. Got Dobbs over the middle. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
And I think he just wanted to give the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area. And after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. Here's Jacobs. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on first down, holding them to a short gain.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Working out of the gun. Love escaping the pressure right. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line.
It is certainly becoming rarer by the year to see your franchise guy take a hit like that. The defender couldn't believe he had a shot to light him up. So when you take off and run, you have to make sure you can slide, get out of bounds, anything. Just don't leave yourself open to hits like that.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. Touchdown! Tucker Kraft from 3 yards out. And the Packers have taken the lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback. And we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they are back to 500 on the year, got the win last weekend, and it's one that kept their playoff hopes alive.
And if you do have those hopes, 500 is not where you want to be at this point in the year. Now, we know they've battled through some rough patches this season, so it now comes down to how they're going to finish. Not out of it, can't afford any more missteps, though.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Gibbs straight ahead. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Gibbs will try and pick it up. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This will be a critical call.
And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. 4th and inches in plus territory. That seemed like a prime spot to go for it.
It certainly did, and there's so many things that go into it. Are you too far away for a field goal, but not far away to punt it? Do you just feel like your offense is better? I just think in today's NFL, offense feels like it has to take care of the football, has to keep the ball, because scoring is up. You better maximize every possession. You trust your offense more than you trust your defense in today's league.
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll try the air now with Goff.
A little short pass here taken in by Laporta.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season, because right now, 4,000 is not out of the question. I think a big game or two, he's certainly capable of getting that done.
He gets this out wide to Gibbs.
And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Now it's Goff. And in for the Lions touchdown.
Jahmyr Gibbs.
As the first half is winding down.
And the Lions have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half.
Point after, right down the middle. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, we'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Now Love. He finds his man complete. It's Jacobs. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Here's Jacobs from the gun. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. The kick by McManus is good, and that will do it for this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
A field goal the difference. 17-14 is the score. Back underway here now in this third quarter. And we will not see a return of the dynamic kickoff. And the first drive of the second half will commence from the 30-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Here's Goff.
Open man right side of St. Brown. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
To throw is Goff. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Gibbs. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 19 yards there on the catch and run. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. To the air again. Goff. And that'll be incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
2nd and 10. Goff. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, here's Gibbs. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. It's a gain of 4 there and gives them a new set of downs.
I have to think a major focus at a halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the 1st level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that 1st half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to.
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs, his 2nd touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Lions have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the 2nd half. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will make this a 4-point game. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. Keyshawn Nixon now going to bring it out of his end zone. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good 2nd half here. Came out of the locker room, 1-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. Throwing. Love. Short throw. He's got Kraft. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Love looking to throw it. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
That's complete. He finds Jaden Reed. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 39. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Aleem McNeil in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. The last 2 plays each lose a yard. They'll try to move forward here on 3rd and 12. Back to throw. Love. Short throw. He's got Kraft. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 7 catches for him now, and this last one a first down.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second down and a little more than a yard here. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. From the 5 now, 2nd and a yard. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Josh Jacobs, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Packers answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. McManus's point after is good, and that gives him a 3-point lead. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter. And it's to the right side and intercepted. Picked off by Nate Hobbs.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. And he stopped immediately there. Marcus Davenport there to take him down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a first down. Looking to throw. Love. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. A gain of 5, and that's going to bring up second down. Right side to Watson. And the Packers are going to have a first and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Josh Jacobs with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Packers are able to build on to their fourth-quarter lead.
Sometimes you get a first and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line, and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on first down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
Set to kick off.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
Now a 2nd and 10. Here's Goff. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Alex Anzalone came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. On play action. Love to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. To pass, here's Jordan Love. Short throw, he's got Kraft. And down inside the 15 he goes. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Aiden Hutchinson in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Love. The ball away and it falls incomplete.
And that's where you're counting on a receiver's size being an advantage. They were hoping he could go over the top of a smaller DB and haul that one in. A good thought, but that time it didn't work out.
Now Love.
Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And he put enough leg into it, but it's well off to the right and no good. And the lead will hold at 10. And that miss should just about right a finish to this one.
Yeah, they needed 2 scores, and they needed that field goal there to be the first one and still give them an opportunity. But now, with the time left on the clock, I think this one's about finished.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yeah, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball.
And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
So with just under 40 seconds to go, you figure this is going to need to bounce their way if they have any shot. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play. And here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them. And field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
I like his thought process and his ability to move and get downfield. But what I didn't like was the final decision, to go out of bounds. They want to keep the clock moving. Instead, they give the defense an extra timeout.
Looking left side, he's got it, complete.
And even though he gets out of bounds to stop the clock, it's not going to matter. That first down going to be enough to write a finish to this one.
And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Short throw. He's got Kraft.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. He finds his man, complete. It's Reed. Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to swell the lead to 6. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and that will double their lead as it's up to 6.
Well, a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
One last throw here for Goff. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be, because from this distance, you've got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after a catch. Just got to be prepared, stay on your feet.
This ball intercepted. And the Packers are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game. That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the fourth quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to